Hi, beautiful. It's Claudine, functional health practitioner and author of Your Midlife Body Code, now an Amazon #1 bestseller. If you've been wondering whether you should start hormone replacement therapy or if it's too late to start, this video is for you. So before we dive in, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss new videos about decoding your midlife body. Also, if you want to find out which system in your body is the most out of balance, take my free Decode Your Midlife Body Code quiz. It's quick, it's eye-opening, and it's linked right below. All right, let's talk hormones. A few years ago, I was in one of the most stressful seasons of my life. So my energy was tanking, I was barely sleeping, and my brain felt like it was stuck in molasses. You know that feeling? So of course I thought, maybe I need more hormones. And honestly, that's what most women think because it sounds like the next logical step, right? Well, BHRT sounded perfect because I had heard it was natural, bioidentical, and safe. But before I jumped in, I did what I tell my clients to do: test, don't guess. And what I found changed everything. My minerals were depleted, my nervous system was fried, and my liver and my gut were struggling. So I focused on rebuilding my foundation. And once my body got what it needed, my energy, mood, and focus, they all came back online. And I never ended up needing hormones at all. Now that experience completely changed how I practice, and it's what I tell every woman. Hormones can be powerful, but they're not necessarily a cure-all. Your body has to be ready to use them, not just take them. And I see this all the time in my practice. So many women are told that their only option is hormones, when in reality, their bodies are simply asking for restoration. And once we give them that, everything else starts to click. So what does HRT actually do? Well, traditional HRT uses synthetic or animal-derived hormones. And bioidentical HRT, also known as BHRT, uses hormones identical to what your body naturally produces. That's why it's often better tolerated. But natural does not automatically mean right, because how your body processes, metabolizes, and clears these hormones depends on your liver, your gut, your minerals, and your nervous system. If those systems are struggling, adding hormones can make symptoms worse, not better. And that's why before adding anything, you have to know what's actually happening inside your body. That's where tests like the Dutch comes in. The Dutch test doesn't just measure levels. It shows you how your body is using and clearing hormones and whether you're favoring protective or inflammatory pathways. So if your body is clearing slowly, even the right dose can leave you feeling bloated, moody, or fatigued. So testing just removes the guesswork and it gives you data on how you can act confidently. It's kind of like reading the dashboard of your car instead of guessing why the warning light is on. You wouldn't keep doing things like topping off the gas if the real problem was the engine, right? So the Dutch test just gives you that deeper look under the hood. But don't worry, testing isn't your only option. Here's what I look at first before adding hormones. And don't worry, I'll be giving you tips as well. So first thing I look at is minerals. I like to call minerals the little tugboats of your body, right? Because they help everything, including your hormones, get to where they need to go. And when they're low, when your minerals are low, nothing runs smoothly. Second is the nervous system. If you're constantly in fight or flight, cortisol is dominating, which pushes your thyroid and your sex hormones out of balance. Number 3 is your gut and your liver. If bile flow is sluggish or your microbiome is off, hormones can't clear efficiently, which means they recirculate, and that starts showing up as symptoms like bloating, irritability, and mood swings. And the fourth thing I look at is blood sugar, because keeping your blood sugar steady is one of the easiest ways to keep your hormones happy. When it's not, everything from mood to metabolism can get out of balance. So when you realign these systems, your hormones may stabilize on their own. And if you are still having symptoms, adding HRT is more likely to help as your systems are primed to use it properly. So what can you actually do to rebuild those foundations? Well, here's what I have my clients focus on first. As I mentioned, minerals. So you can start your day with an adrenal cocktail. That's lemon juice with sea salt and cream of tartar or coconut water. It's simple, but it helps restore sodium and potassium, which are minerals your cells need to communicate and allow hormones to actually get into the cells. You can also end the evening with an Epsom salt bath or magnesium lotion to help absorb that key mineral directly through your skin. And then the nervous system. You can't balance hormones in a body that's constantly bracing for impact. So just take a few minutes a day to breathe deeply, stretch, or just sit quietly without your phone. It tells your body, I'm safe, which lets your cortisol and your sex hormones normalize. If it helps, I have a free stress busting breath guide linked below. Now, your gut and your liver clears excess estrogen and your gut helps get it out of your body. So if you think of bitter foods like arugula, dandelion greens, and artichokes, those are great. And also you want to aim for daily bowel movements, because if things are sluggish, it's like leaving dirty dishes in the sink. Your hormones keep circulating instead of getting cleaned up. And if you're having a hard time going, no pun intended, if you're having a hard time getting a daily BM, stay tuned for next week's video on constipation. All right, and for blood sugar, we want to aim for 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Eat within an hour of waking and avoid long fasting windows, because stable blood sugar means stable moods, fewer crashes, and happier hormones. When you do this work first, your body becomes responsive again. And that's what makes hormone therapy, if you use it later, actually effective instead of frustrating. Now, here's the thing. Timing really does matter. Research shows that HRT works best when you start within 10 years of menopause or before age 60. After that, the body doesn't respond as well, and the risks can outweigh the benefits. So timing matters because hormones interact with your body's current environment, not just your age or your symptoms. But that doesn't mean you may have missed your window. It just means we shift the focus from adding hormones to supporting the systems that help your body make and metabolize them naturally. So if you're past menopause and your doctor is suggesting HRT, it's okay to pause and ask, does my body truly need more hormones, or does it need rebuilding first? So the real question isn't, should I start HRT? The question should be, is my body ready for HRT? Because when your body is nourished, your minerals are restored, and your detox pathways are open, hormones finally do what they're meant to: support energy, calm, and vitality. So to sum up, hormone therapy can be powerful, but it's not a magic bullet. Your body is the foundation, and the foundation always comes first. If this resonated, be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with another midlife woman who needs to hear it. Take the free Decode Your Midlife Body quiz, which I've linked below, to find out which system in your body needs the most support right now. And grab your copy of Your Midlife Body Code, which is now an Amazon #1 bestseller, to learn exactly how to decode your data and realign your systems before considering HRT. Thanks for watching. And remember, your body isn't broken. It's communicating. You just have to learn how to listen. See you next time.